I have lived my whole life in the most religiously diverse place in the world, California. I have seen people of all different backgrounds and all beliefs, but studying religion opened my eyes to how little I understand about other religions, even living in such close proximity to them. Coming from two different religious backgrounds, Judaism and Hinduism, I wanted to see what the world thinks about me before they even know me, just because of the cultures my parents came from. Have I unknowingly been victim of biases and false preconceptions because of my background? Have I victimized others for the same reason? How much do people know about Hinduism and Judaism, and do they understand these concepts at all?
It's I think it's like the third largest religion, and there are multiple gods.
Hinduism, I don't know much about it. I only know people who follow it can be very strict with the religion. I don't know that much about it, actually.
I don't think I know a whole lot about Hinduism. I have a friend whose parents are Hindu, but that's all I got. I know a lot of Indian people are Hindu.
I don't know much about Hinduism, other than that it's a monotheistic religion that believes in reincarnation.
I don't know much. I know there's a lot of deities.
I remember some things about immortality and mortality, so I think that they think a lot about the afterlife, and I'm pretty sure that they only have one God.
Hinduism means first thing is praying God and mainly non-violence.
I think there are multiple gods in that one too. I think it's 7, and they follow the Hebrew script.
People are kind of strict in that sort of religion, but I'm not very familiar with it. I don't know all of their beliefs.
I know that Judaism is essentially like the same as Christianity up until like the New Testament hits, so a lot of like the old traditions we still have in common and like the foundations of religion we have in common.
It's a monotheistic tradition. I know more about the cultural aspects of Judaism. I know the stereotypes of Judaism, interest in money.
I know that people who follow Judaism are Jewish. I think that's the religion that has the Torah and the 10 Commandments. I think they don't believe Judas betrayed Jesus. I think they believe that Jesus is not God's son, but rather just a prophet or a messenger.
From my experience with Judaism, I think that a main goal is just to help others, whether they're less fortunate than you, more fortunate than you, of equal fortune.
I do not think I understand it correctly just because I don't know everything that comes with that religion. I don't think other people necessarily understand it either.
I don't understand it correctly, and I think more people should, and I think I should more.
I don't think I understand Hinduism at all. I don't think a lot of Americans are educated on Hinduism, so that would be a cool thing to get in the education system.
I don't think I have a very deep or clear understanding of Hinduism, and I don't think that most people who don't follow the tradition do.
Although I have parents that follow Hinduism closely, I don't think I understand the trivial details of it, nor do I really grasp the gist of it even.
I don't think that I understand Hinduism correctly. I know I don't understand Hinduism correctly because I know that there's way more to the religion.
I don't think I understand it correctly, and I don't think other people understand it correctly just because it's not something that's taught in depth to us in school.
No, I don't. I need to understand it correctly more and how they live their life and understand it more.
I think most people have some idea of what Judaism is, especially in America.
Despite having gone through Hebrew school and being bat mitzvahed and gone to Jewish summer camps every year, I don't know that I have a very clear understanding of Judaism as a religion, and I think that most people who aren't Jewish have misconceptions about Judaism, as I think they do of any religion that they're not a part of.
They definitely grasp it a lot better than Hinduism. It's definitely a lot more prevalent in people's minds, but do I think people understand it correctly? Not unless they follow it. No, I don't think so.
I don't think that other people really understand other people's religions correctly, because the only way that you could understand it correctly is by talking to them.
And that's the problem. Religion is such a touchy subject, but it shouldn't be. We should talk about how we think about the world. Different religions in California walk the same streets, go to the same schools, shop at the same stores, but we don't take the time to learn about each other's beliefs. We have a surface-deep understanding, if any, of what it means to identify with a certain faith. And though we may be mainly living in peace, whether we are conscious of it or not, we are constantly judging others based on religious stereotypes and biases that are completely unwarranted. We all need to learn about other religions. We cannot just accept the presence of people with different beliefs. We have to accept the people with different beliefs.